My name is Josh Holly. I'm the content creator for Young Williams Animal Center, and today we're going to be talking about cold weather tips for our pets. The general rule of thumb is if it's 20 degrees or less, you don't want your animals outside for more than 20 minutes. That 20-20 rule is really helpful for keeping dogs from cold exposure and, in worst case scenarios, things like hypothermia. Winter's hard on our pets in a lot of different ways, down to the roads that they walk on. These roads are going to start getting treated with chemicals and salt, and those things irritate our pets' paws. So one thing that we want to do is clean those paws after walks. Otherwise they're going to crack out, they might start bleeding. You definitely don't want your dogs licking at their paws during this time, because then they're getting those chemicals into their body. And you don't want that. A lot of those, you can see things like vomiting or other digestive issues. Just check their paws. Another thing that happens in the winter is their body is burning so many more calories just to stay warm. So one thing you're gonna wanna do is probably supplement their food intake. I know my Great Dane, for instance, she starts to lose weight in the winter because she just is constantly moving and constantly trying to stay warm because she doesn't have that fur coat that my other dog has, you know. So I have to up her food intake almost by another half. But consult your veterinarian and ask them especially if you start to see some weight loss in the winter. Another thing is you're going to want to check their water a lot more. You know, dogs can't drink frozen water, so you want to make sure that they have clean, liquid water that's accessible to them at all times. Winter can be a dangerous time for pets. You know, constantly check in with them. I really think that winter is a time that pet owners have to really lock in and be more attentive to their pets. You know, check their body a little bit more. You know, signs of hypothermia can look like a lot of things. Swelling in areas, grayish or bluish spots on their body that weren't there before. You know, it just takes more attention, because if you're not looking for these things, you can miss them pretty easily. You know, you can think, oh, they're just being lazy, it's winter, they want to be warm. They might be really lethargic and unable to move, you know, so these are things that you want to check on. There are also city ordinances in place. If it gets below freezing, your animal has to come inside. It won't survive. If you leave your animal outside overnight, it doesn't matter if you've got the best dog house that you could build, it's just not gonna do the trick. Your dog's gonna need to be inside where it's warm and have access to heat. I know that everybody takes care of their dogs differently and their cats differently. Some are inside, some are outside, but there comes a time when you have to do what's best for the animal, and the alternative is way worse than poop on your carpet or a torn up pillow. You don't wanna wake up that next morning and find your dog frozen to the ground, which happens, unfortunately. So yeah, I would just say that winter is a time that you really gotta clock in, pay attention to your pets, more food, more water, more attention, and let's get through this terribly cold winter together with happy pets.